say a single word, you'll know who we are. We'll say it without speaking. The closer you look, the more you'll understand what we believe in, where we come from. We'll say it without words. We'll say it in everything we do, everywhere we are. Why spend time on all this blah, 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 when everything you see speaks for itself? Why talk about what we're made of, when our obsession already does it for us? Words only mean limits. Words will never be ahead of something in constant evolution. Design goes where words can't. It is our way of expressing ourselves. The only thing capable of saying nothing and still leave you speechless.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Madrid. This is a historical place, but as you can see, it's been completely reimagined. I see so many familiar faces, and I'm so happy that you're here with us tonight for such a major milestone for us here at CUPRA. I want to welcome also the CUPRA City Garages around the world that are following us through the live stream, just as the rest of the CUPRA tribe. And I know we also have some ambassadors here, so thank you for coming. This year promises to be an amazing year for CUPRA. Why? Because everything we've been talking about for the past 3 years is actually happening this year with so many launches. We're going to show the potential of design to surprise, to challenge, and bring new possibilities. Because you know that challenging conventions is everything we're about, right? This is what we thrive for. So the main reason for us to be here tonight is because we're reimagining the possibilities of two models, the CUPRA Formentor and the CUPRA Leon. Tonight, you're going to see a leap forward. Both are the origins and the future of our brand. I mean, what can I say about the Formentor? Everybody knows the Formentor. It's the car that defines us. It's the best seller, but to be honest, it's really becoming also an icon. And what about the King of Leons? You're going to see tonight that it's going to get 100% CUPRA DNA. But I'm going to stop talking, and I think I want to welcome our CEO, Wayne, on stage so he can talk a little bit more about this. So Wayne, come on stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Cecilia. Good evening, everybody. It's great to have you all here. Muy buenas noches a los concesionarios de CUPRA España. Bienvenidos. Six years ago, a small band of believers conceived CUPRA with one challenge in mind. If it seems familiar, start again. If it looks like everyone's going to like it, then we're probably doing it wrong. All we really knew in those early days is that we wanted to inspire the world from Barcelona, and we wanted to do it with a design-driven brand. Not a premium or a prestige brand, nor one based on heritage or tradition, but instead an alternative for the next generation of car lovers looking for something different from what their parents and grandparents were driving. We wanted to provoke with the performance and the design of our cars, and above all, to never be boring. Now, we've never been afraid to surprise, daring to take the limits, everything pushed to the limits, and take risks, even if it meant going beyond those limits. A CUPRA is more than just a car, and it's an expression of our obsession. It's an attitude. It is, to my mind, passion amplified. Now, we knew right from the start that to succeed, we needed to be authentic, coherent, and to be ourselves and to trust in our own instincts. And I think that's why we hit a nerve with the new generation, a generation willing to disrupt and stand out for being different. Now, today we are one of the fastest growing car brands in Europe. Last month, the most successful in our short history, we delivered almost 25,000 cars. And since the brand was created, we have put almost 600,000 CUPRAs on the road. And with the announcement that we will launch the brand in the United States by the end of this decade, our vision of turning CUPRA into a truly global brand is now well on the way to becoming reality. Tonight, we are ready to reveal the next chapter in CUPRA's story. And we'll do that, of course, by keeping our tribe at the heart of everything we do, because after all, it's the people who make the brand. But as you will see over the course of the next hour, we are more than simply an automotive brand. Rather, we are an instigator of design creativity, constantly challenging, constantly provoking, and always pushing the limits. From the beginning, this has been the red thread that brings everything together, our entire brand. It's in our DNA, not just in our cars. It's in the way we behave, in the way we dress. It's in the places we work. And as the CEO of the company, it's my job to ensure that this DNA permeates the entire brand and the whole company. It's why design sits at the center of everything we do, in our brand strategy, our brand identity, our advertising, the architecture of every one of our CUPRA City garages, and of course, in the planning of events like this one here tonight. Now, of course, design is undoubtedly why people buy our cars. But design isn't just about cars. Design is also about how we can make an impact as a brand beyond the automotive world. Which is why tonight I am proud to announce that our most important venture to date beyond the CUPRA car brand, the creation of CUPRA Design, a brand new standalone design house. CUPRA Design will not only be responsible for all our brand's merchandise and co-creation projects, but it will also work with companies who want to connect with our philosophy and want to incorporate our style into their own brands. Our ambition with CUPRA Design is to become a disruptor for those who want bold, unconventional designs, no matter what their product or project is. Now, not everyone will like what we do, but I know some will love it, and that's the way it has always been. Which is why I will continue to provoke my design team, to provoke them to surprise and to shock in everything they do. Because as Jorge will explain now, in life, most people quickly forget what you say or what you do, but they never forget how you make them feel.
Thank you. Thank you, Wayne. Design is in everything we do, in everything we see, in everything we feel. Our obsession with design is part of our nature. Somehow it's like our way of being. For this reason, it's crucial for designers to have always the eyes very open, to be curious, to explore new territories, to somehow know where are the limits, and as well, to break them. It's also important to know who you are not. We don't copy others. We don't follow rules. Sometimes we even don't look for perfection, because sometimes imperfection can give you this character that we're looking for so much. We don't try to please everybody. We are who we are. You like it or you don't. We are CUPRA. For us, design is not only about great product. It's about a visual expression of our core brand values. Always authentic, provoking emotions, and making that the brand has the same flavor wherever you see or wherever you feel. That's why we only collaborate with people that share the same spirit. Creatives that push the boundaries like us. And to explain more about that, about how our brand values go through our design collaboration, let me introduce Francesca Sangalli, our Head of Design Strategy and Current Trim. Welcome, Francesca.
Thank you, Jorge. CUPRA design is not only about cars, and from our CUPRA city garages to our clothes collection, from the stands and the location of events like this one to the offices where we work, every corner, every detail reflect CUPRA unique aesthetics. Our design features and approach are used seamlessly across all our products and infused with our distinct color palette, surface treatments, sustainable materials, and advanced technique. What that means is that you will see a design, and without it being a car, you will know it's CUPRA. We're always looking for new opportunities, and we want our collaboration to be based on a shared mindset and similar attitude and value. Take our partnership with Marcet. Our shared passion for light led to an incredible collaboration on the reinterpretation of the Deep in Light. And today, I'm happy to announce a new partnership. Tonight, we welcome Mom to the Tribe, a brand that shares our unconventional mindset, a brand that, together with us, has reinvented one of our key symbols of the CUPRA tribe, our bracelet. This collaboration is the result of a process that sparkles creativity, challenges norms, and explores rare materials and texture. This bracelet is all about belonging, your core membership to the CUPRA tribe. Now, we would like to show you how CUPRA continues breaking the boundaries between design, fashion, and technology to explore the essence of CUPRA design values. Tonight, we are going to experience a virtual catwalk, a project showcasing the individual CUPRA design pillars. It's all about allowing you to identify and understand the individual ingredients that make our design unique, that together from the CUPRA essences. You are about to see a runway with a difference, where each value is represented by a model, and where, when taken together, you get to see the principle that make CUPRA what it is. So sit back, open your minds, and enjoy a new way of showcasing CUPRA's design values.
Genuineness comes by default. That's our origin, our roots. Everything was there in nature. We only got inspired. Now it's our time to let it all grow. The world of a minute ago is already old. If you don't step into the new, you will be overtaken. That's why we've embodied a new, authentic version of ourselves. A mindset that's worn from the inside and radiates on the outside. It's what drives you from within, yet everyone can see. What can sculpt attention. The spotlight, that's your energy, your confidence. It will never be out of stock. Design owns the runway. Manifest your impulse. Only you know what drives you. A match that fits perfectly and doesn't need any fitting. When the machine and the human become one. Become better. You're not like the others. You never have been, but you've always known it. Here, the unmistakable surpasses what's trending. We are rebels. You can't stop thinking about it all day. You don't want to either. You feel it in your senses when the accelerator sets your course. Once it becomes an obsession, there's no turning back. There's no better trend than going against the trend. An eternal fad, an impulse that prevents you from staying still, that asks you to get up, to go against what they always told you that you wanted. There's a virtual world out there for us, to be an icon without being left behind. The catwalk opens up to the new generations, designing a future so present that it will be impossible for it to go out of fashion. There is a world out there to discover, full of possibilities, of unlimited editions, but only a few dare to venture into the unknown, to let their potential drive them to the impossible, or even those who don't know what impossible means. No matter what your journey is or what path has brought you here, whether it's spring, summer, or autumn, winter, it doesn't matter which road you choose, obsession reaches everywhere and creates a tribe.
So there you go. Each of these design provocations represented by the models on the catwalk are unique to CUPRA's DNA. Each gives the CUPRA tribe the chance to find something they can relate to, something that makes them stand out, something they can share, something that they can see mirrored in the design of their car. Every one of them is there to provoke. They can stand alone, or they can stand together, but they will certainly stand out. On their own, they represent something different, and together, they have something in common. Tonight, we brought these ideas that you've just seen to life in two new representations of our most iconic cars, the CUPRA Formentor and the CUPRA Leon. The CUPRA Formentor was the first true expression of our obsession, the original rebel, the first car with 100% CUPRA DNA, the model that made CUPRA the success story it is today. With the Formentor, we wanted to do things differently, to disrupt the automotive world. But before we talk about that disruption, I want to take you back to when I first joined the company back in 2016. I still remember perfectly when I saw the Formentor design for the very first time. Back then, the car was still in very early stages of design development, and I instantly saw its potential of how it could be a real game changer for the whole company. But we had to make a key decision, to be brave enough and to develop the Formentor as the first standalone CUPRA model. We dared to take the risk, and despite all the doubts, we managed to create an absolutely new niche in the market. And today, the Formentor is the icon for a new generation, an icon that best embodies what our brand is all about. Not only our best-selling model, but also the best-selling crossover SUV in Europe. But even that isn't enough, which is why we are taking the Formentor to the next level. And to take you there, here's Ralphie Chu.
Formentor. Here you have it, the new CUPRA Formentor. The new CUPRA Formentor redefines who we are. Emotional, striking, and standing out of the crowd. So let me show you a bit all the details that we create. You can see the amazing front, right? A strong character. We love that. So you can see the high bonnet. So we create this high bonnet that make you feel kind of proud, to feel that you have the confidence to push the limits. As well, we have the center. We have the logo on the bonnet that create this sporty appearance. And then what we call the shark nose design. The shark nose for us is like breaking through resistance. That whatever happened to us, we will push the limits to create the best design ever. As well, something that is extremely iconic. So you have the triangular light signature. This will be something that will be transversal to all our models, and you can recognize the CUPRA in the day and in the night. On the lower, you can see that we put all the air intakes in the lower part to create this sporty appearance. And sometimes we like this unconventional. No? We say before as well how we can get this something always different, no? Something revolutionary. So we have even the fog lights in a totally different position to give this strong character to a new CUPRA Formentor. So now we go to the side. You can see we have a amazing car because I think it's something unique as well in the market. Why? Because somehow we are mixing two types of animals. We have in the lower part an SUV with these big wheels and big cladding, now darker, combined with a very fast hatchback design. And now, please check the colors. The colors, always we have a lot of work in the colors because we love it. We have the Century Bronze and the Encelados Gray. You can see that actually they are inspired on this raw nature, in these mineral stones, and you can feel it. And you can see how the lines are getting sharper as well. They emphasize the whole musculature of the new CUPRA Formentor. Now, follow to the rear. You can see still the first thing is the proportions. The proportions of the car, they are just amazing. You can see the small window, a very bold character on the rear end with a totally new bumper, very sharp and very progressive and characterful. Always we love the shoulders, no? The shoulders give you this sportiness that we love so much in CUPRA. But as well for us, the logo of CUPRA somehow represents like the heart of the car. And for this reason now, we have it illuminated in the center of the car to have this strong appearance of the new CUPRA Formentor. Ladies and gentlemen, a car that represents our brand values, our obsession to demonstrate that revolution is in our DNA. Welcome to a new CUPRA Formentor.
So now let's turn to one of our other original heroes, the CUPRA Leon. The Leon model has played a key role in the creation of the CUPRA brand from day one. If you like, it was the original source of inspiration for everything that CUPRA is today. And I remember when I joined SEAT as Vice President of Sales and Marketing, I received my first company car, a SEAT Leon CUPRA. And although the orange wheels and orange mirrors were not exactly my taste, I was really, really impressed by the driving dynamics of the car. So I thought, let's see what we can do with it. Let's see what we can do to improve it, to take it further. First thing, get rid of the orange and swap it for black. And then we started to experiment with matte gray colors. We also worked with Apt on a performance pack, sports, exhaust, and different wheels. We then went on to develop even more sportier versions in our CUPRA racing department. So we launched the SEAT Leon CUPRA R. And in 2020, we launched the CUPRA Leon, the king of Leons, for the first time under the CUPRA logo. The CUPRA Leon has helped grow the brand and introduce CUPRA to a broad audience by building on the generations of vehicles that came before it, combining three key CUPRA elements: design, performance, and dynamism. Tonight, a new car is about to take its place as a standalone model within the CUPRA brand. I give you the CUPRA Leon.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. And it says that this link is the most intense connection that we will ever feel. A bond that cannot be ignored, and that always ends up bringing the two sides of the thread together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
CUPRA Leon. The new CUPRA Leon, a hot hatch that is already the king of the road, designed to make you feel desire and to amplify your emotions. We have created a totally new face, as you can see, with a stronger character and redefined revolutionary spirit. Let me show you a bit more. So, against the Formentor, what we try to find here actually is that they put everything as close as possible to the road. So what we did actually is to have the bonnet very low. You can see as well our low CUPRA and our matrix lights with this triangular light signature that is so strong in these two new cars. As well, we have a strong negative in the front and in the rear. And for us, this is the meaning of tension, because somehow we don't want to have a CUPRA that is in a relaxed mode. We want a CUPRA in a fighting mode. This is why we create such a strong character on the front end. As well, we have the air intakes in the lower part, and you can see that the top is made in V shape, and the bottom car is creating an A shape to give the maximum stability to the car on the road. Very amazing design. If you come to the side, you can see as well the wheels. The wheels are amazing. You can see here how technical they are. And you can feel triangular signature, triangular logo. We have as well, even in the detail, all the triangular elements that compose such a technical wheel. As well, in the CUPRA Leon, we try to give feeling of speed, and this is why the lines are very straight, and it's pushing the car with this strong tension. If you go to the rear, as well as the CUPRA Formentor, we have the logo, the heart that we said before, in the middle of the car, and as well a new bumper design that creates such a good stand on the road. As well, I would like to say something very important as well. Come a bit closer and see the triangles we have on the rear lights. You have this 3D effect that actually creates a lot of depth, so super technical, super accurate in this sense. And of course, always in CUPRA, we try to find something unusual, no? Even in the small details. So always the name, the lettering of CUPRA will be on the trunk, but it gets close to me because here you will have the name of the car always illuminated in the side of the lights. So now let's move to the interior, this drive-it-oriented interior that we love so much. A new center console with a soft pads on the side, improving the quality perception in combination with these parametric models that are just amazing. For us, in the interior, we will have now 3 totally unique ambience. Let's go one by one. The first one, we call it the Extreme, with our amazing cup buckets, with the center part in CUPRA recycling material, bold colors like the Ensalados Gray, and all the details in dark chrome for a very high performance look. The second, we call it the Progressive Design, with a conscious leather with a metallic touch that is something so unique, and then later please come to see it, because it's amazing the feeling that you have. As well, this interior will have all the accent colors in copper tone, that for us is our main color of CUPRA. And the third one, that we call it the Dynamic Design, that has the new advanced materials on the seats with 73% of recycled microfiber, progressive laser perforation, creating a super technology interior design. These new models are the pure expression of the CUPRA design language, each with a unique personality and our stronger character ever. Ladies and gentlemen, the new CUPRA Leon.
Launching 3 cars tonight at the same time is truly a super, super special moment for the entire team in Martorell, for our dealers, our partners, our investors, and the whole CUPRA tribe. Design is clearly the #1 reason why so many people go for CUPRA. And it's even more. We are actually outperforming the entire automotive market in Europe in that reason to purchase a new car. And it's actually the main lever why CUPRA is showing such an incredible high conquest rate and why our customers are on average 10 to 15 years younger than our competition. And talking about the CUPRA Formentor, design is also the reason why that beautiful car is actually the dominating car in its segment with more than 120,000 units sold in last year. And talking about the second baby, the CUPRA Leon, actually that car has managed to triple sales in 2023 with 50,000 units versus 2022. That's all history, you might say. And we always plan to go even further, and therefore our sales target will be to go for more than 200,000 units on the family of the CUPRA Formentor and the CUPRA Leon on average in a yearly base. Beside design, there's a second core pillar of CUPRA where we simply focus all our efforts on, and that second pillar is performance and customer experience. And therefore, I would like to invite my colleague, the boss of R&D, Dr. Werner Tietz, here on stage to talk about the performance.
Exactly, Sven. And that's why we push to improve the performance of all the entire engine range. So for petrol, for diesel, for mild hybrid, and for plug-in hybrid. But let me give you some further details how we have done it. First of all, let's talk about electric range. With the new generation of plug-in hybrid, the pure electric range goes up to 100 kilometers. Interesting for urban routes and short trips. On top, the new charging system makes them compatible with DC fast charging technology
and improves the average charging speed. We always say electric performance and electrification are a perfect match, right? Let's talk about power and brakes. The plug-in hybrid will be offered in a top version, which will deliver 272 horsepower, with an improved braking performance using Brembo brakes. But that's not all. Let's look at the next engine highlight. We will offer to the petrol heads of our tribe something that I'm particularly excited about. Exclusively available for the CUPRA Formentor and the CUPRA Leon Sports Tourer is a new petrol engine option delivering 333 horsepower with torque splitter and Akabono brakes. This makes the Sports Tourer version the most powerful CUPRA Leon ever, and the Formentor is simply amazing. But it's not just about the 333 horsepower it delivers. You all know our CUPRA mode. For these cars, we have improved a lot. Racetrack optimized pedal and gearbox calibration, high dynamic torque response due to open throttle extension, shift light indicator, and a specific engine calibration, all developed in Martorell. We have explained to you already design and performance, which are part of our customer centricity. But two things are missing. Based on your feedback, a new and improved HMI system has been implemented in the digital cockpit, combined with a 12.9-inch central screen, which includes a retro-illuminated slider. And a new high-fidelity 12-speaker audio system with 390 watts has been developed in collaboration with our audio experts from Sennheiser. This will immerse the driver and the passengers with a pure signature Sennheiser sound trusted by artists everywhere. So that's all from my part, but Sven, there are two things missing: the price and when you deliver.
Thanks, Werner. Regarding the price, considering that we improved the standard equipment on both cars, we actually managed to keep the current price positioning. On the example of Germany, the CUPRA Formentor starts around at 39,400 euros with the entry version of 150 horsepower, and the CUPRA Leon starts around at 35,000 euros. Now, that's not all. We even streamlined the offer structure in order to make it even more convenient for our customers to configure their next CUPRA Formentor or CUPRA Leon. And for the ones who aim to even more customize and be even more different, we will for sure offer various options, CUPRA original accessories, and we're going to extend and increase the offer based on our partnership with ABT. Regarding your second question, I have really, really good news. You only need to sleep another 7 nights. On May 6th, that will be the date when all customers and all interests and prospects can start configuring the next CUPRA Formentor and the next CUPRA Leon online on our websites, and even start ordering these beautiful cars. And another 5-6 weeks later, end of June, that's actually the date when we celebrate the so-called market introduction. That's the date when each of you here in this hall and even outside in Europe can start really experiencing the beautiful car, the CUPRA Formentor and the CUPRA Leon on their own at their local dealership. Ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply, deeply convinced that we even managed to elevate the USPs design and performance of the new CUPRA Formentor and the CUPRA Leon, and that these beautiful cars are ready to once again rock and roll the market. And now, Wayne, for the final closing words, I want to hand over back to you.
Thank you, Sven. So there you have it, the brand new CUPRA Formentor and the brand new CUPRA Leon. And also the great news of our own CUPRA design house. Tonight's event has been all about design. Design is the red thread that goes through everything we do. And that red thread is carried by our people, the CUPRA tribe. Because as I always say, it's the people that make the brand. Thank you very much for coming, and a good night.